Hey Matt, it's Marcus, and I just finished watching your Who is the Best Batman video. Honestly, I can't disagree with you. I think Christian Bale is the best Batman, so that would be my vote as well. And I actually hope he stays with the franchise for a while longer because I'm loving the Christian Bale Batman movies. But that made me think, in reply to your video, what or who is the best Batman villain? Because the villains are often more fun almost than the hero. So it's they add that weird made up mentality of a villain and give us our antagonist to be the counter to our Batman. So I was looking through all the villains and I've made up my list, did my research, and best Batman villain. So and we're looking at movies of Batman movie villains. Number one, we've got Poison Ivy. And then when I say number one, I'm not talking about ranking them. I'm just going to list who I've got here, and then we'll talk about who the best is. So we got Poison Ivy. We've got the Penguin. I mean, the Penguin's been in it forever and was a big star back in the actual TV series as well. Then we've got Bane, one of the most recent villains. Pretty amazing villain as far as Batman villains go. Catwoman, one of the sexier villains as far as villains go in any movie. And the Riddler. The Riddler was always an interesting character, and he was also big in the old TV series as well, and has been in the movies. Then we've got Two-Face. We've got Ra's al Ghul, who is another more recent movie villain, but quite an interesting one himself, an international assassin. And we've got the Joker. Probably Batman's number one nemesis as far as most recurring in the TV series as well as in the movies. That probably could be argued, but I mean, especially from childhood, I remember the Joker a lot. He was always around. And then Mr. Freeze, not a huge appearances, but he was in the movie villains, so I threw him in there too. So that's 9 of them. I think I could effectively narrow it down to the top 3 pretty easily. Bane would be in there for sure. The Joker for sure. And then it would be down between either the Penguin or Catwoman. So that's either your top 3 or your top 4, depending on if you cut out one of those last 2. And I'm going to have to say that out of all the movie franchises, when it comes down to it, my 2 favorite villains as far as how they were in the movie and how much I liked them in the movies was the Joker. So back in Michael Keaton's movie of the Joker as Batman, and that would have been his name's escaping me now on who was the Joker there, but you can remind me. Anyways, the Joker in the Batman movies with Michael Keaton, and then I would bring it down to Bane. So to me, it would be between those 2. They were my 2 favorites. I'm not sure if I have a top favorite. Obviously, because the Christian Bale movies are my favorite Batman movies, and the most recent, I guess if I was really pressed, I would pick Bane. But I really enjoyed the Joker in the Michael Keaton movies. What do you think? Who was the best Batman, or the best Batman villain? And what do our readers think? Folks out in internet land, give us our comments below. Who do you think was the best Batman villain? Is it somebody that wasn't on my list? I'm dealing here with the Batman movies, so we'll stay away from the rest of them. They're in the comic books and whatnot. But out of the Batman movies, who was the best Batman villain? Who was your favorite? Talk to you soon, Matt.